Well, welcome back, guys. This is a bit of a different video. Usually you're used to the whole screen being plastered by my face, but today I need to get this up. I wanted to talk about this in particular, Mukesh Ambani wanting to purchase the club, and we just need to talk about a few things and why, if Liverpool can get this over the line, why it would be a good thing for us. So I'm going to bring out some articles. I'm going to have a look at just how deeply this guy is wanting to purchase Liverpool, whether or not it's going to happen. I personally feel that Liverpool are going to get purchased by American investors. I feel like that's still going to happen, guys. I really do. I'm not entirely sure if Liverpool can get this type of stuff over the line. There's just something that doesn't sit right with, these type of investors from Dubai or India or whatever. It never seems to happen for Liverpool. So this is what I reckon is going to happen. But Mukesh Ambani, this is the guy. Is this the guy that's going to buy Liverpool? Let's have a look. Let's jump into the video, guys. So obviously, Mukesh Ambani is interested in buying Liverpool. Now, it's been reported that there's been a lot of investors willing to buy Liverpool since FSG have obviously put us on the market, or at least willing to listen to certain offers on the market. So Mukesh Ambani is obviously another person that's come out. Dubai, investors in Dubai have obviously been interested since 2007, but now with the evaluation of 4.65 billion, it obviously kind of shifts a certain number of people out. So if there's organizations or investments that aren't worth this type of money, they're not going to be able to afford it. That's why they mentioned the investment. Oh, we're willing to sell shares, a certain percentage, because they want investment, because they think that they're not going to get the 4.65. That's basically how I see it. Now, touching on Mukesh Ambani, obviously, he's interested in purchasing the club. He's a 65-year-old. He's the owner of Reliance Industries, which is said to have a total assets of 220 billion. So this guy has some fucking moolah. He's got some cash in his bank. Earlier in the year, Ambani was named 9th on the Forbes rich list with an estimated net worth of 90 billion. So that's a little bit different from his 220 billion. He's currently listed ahead of Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg, who is a net worth of 67 billion. That means fucking nothing. I don't really care. But where the interesting part of this video is what I want to touch on is that Mukesh Ambani has come out and said that he is interested in putting Liverpool back to the top. Now, we kind of are already in the top. We're competing for a lot of trophies every single year, so that's not a problem. But we all know the lack of investment that we've had over the last couple of years. FSG have a system where we have to sell before we buy. We all know that. We know what their fucking principles are. But what makes this interesting is he wants to come in and just give us the funds more in line with the likes of Manchester City and maybe, in effect, PSG, the likes of Newcastle, stuff like that. He's more interested in just splashing the cash on the players and seeing how it goes. I'll tell you one thing. If this does happen, this is a potential worry for a lot of clubs around the world. Because if Liverpool get money, if Jurgen Klopp has a budget, or a limitless budget, shall I say, this is going to be fucking hell for the clubs around the world, because Klopp with money will be damaging. This guy's going to be able to put together a fucking team and be able to put together a really good team to go challenge again. Now, do I think this is going to happen? Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. But it's interesting to see that these are the types of people that want to buy Liverpool. Now, this is the thing that we have to really think on, guys. Do we want to go for American investors again and go down that same road that we have and that we know? Yes, our club's going to be more sustainable. Yes, our club is going to be more of it's going to have more soul. We're not going to just be funded by oil. But this is where I disagree, and this is where I love to really bring in this topic. The difference from Manchester City, Newcastle, PSG, all these clubs having oil money is that they didn't have the history or the fans behind them. That's the difference. That's why people don't like it. If a club gets bought out that has the history, has the fans, I think people are more accepting of that. For example, we're the most successful club in England. If we then get bought out with tons of money, you can't then disagree with that. You can't. So I think it's a little bit more easier to get over the line. The reason why Manchester City is so disliked is because they were literally nothing. They were shit. They weren't even the best team in their own city. And then all of a sudden, they've reached superstardom levels with all their oil money, and we know it's going to happen with Newcastle, so that's why people don't like it. I think Liverpool's different. We've got the fan base. We've got the history. And yes, the history was made without oil money. I get that, and there is a soul to the club. But you got to understand, football was different in the 70s and 80s. There was nobody like that. And so that's how it was. If we don't get an investor like this, if we don't get a Dubai owner, investor, if we don't get an Indian investor or whoever that's got loads of money to be able to splash into the team, we are going to fall behind. It's just, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. And I don't want to see us fall behind. I don't think Klopp deserves that. I don't think the team deserves that. So I really want someone like this to come in and actually take over. I'm all for it. I know a lot of people they disagree with that and they don't like that. They think that I don't know what I'm talking about and all that type of shit. I get that, but it's my opinion. I've been watching Liverpool since the day I fucking popped out of the womb, right? I've been a Liverpool fan since the 90s, right? Okay, since the early 90s when Roy Evans was manager. That's when I started watching Liverpool, right? So I've seen it all. I've seen it all. My dad was a fan from the 70s and 80s. I've seen it all. So when people try to come out and say, well, you're not a real fan, it's a load of shit. I've been there. But my point is, it's my opinion that I would like to see some investment in the club. I would love to actually not be outbid for once, go for Jude Bellingham, go for Declan Rice, and splash 100 million, and it's fine. I would love to see that. But who knows what's going to happen, guys? Who knows if the American owners, FSG, are going to sell to these people? We don't know. They may have somebody in line already. We don't know. It's just going to take time. But what do you guys think? Do you reckon Mukesh Ambani is the right fit for the club? Or do you reckon the Dubai group is the right fit for the club? Let me know. What do you reckon? Comments below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Just wanted to touch on this one. Had to make a video. There's going to be World Cup streams. So make sure you're following the Twitch. Link will be down in the description below for that. We're going to do some World Cup streams for all the games. So make sure you're in touch. And as usual, guys, if you like it, make sure you're keeping up, you're subscribed. And see you on the next one. Peace out.